Welcome to Chromolution.com. I'm Stephen Burns, and I would like to tackle this issue with how to get started in terms of organizing your photos so that we can import them into Lightroom. Now, like many of us artists, we have a tendency to be a little bit disorganized. So I'm going to give you some recommendations to get started here. Once again, artists probably have photos scattered everywhere on CD-ROMs, on your internal hard drive, on external hard drives, they're all over. To start organizing all of your work, I recommend that you place everything on a external drive. So we're going to take all your photos off of your internal hard drive on your system. We're going to take all your photos off of your other hard drives, wherever they may be, as well as your CD-ROMs if you have work on there, or USB flash drives. And you're going to dump them onto your external drive. Now this is the way I recommend that we organize things on an external drive. Here, my external drive is an H drive. It's called Photo, and I have four zeros and then one in anticipation that I'm going to have tens and thousands of folders or imagery. So if you don't know how to change the name of your drive, if you're on the PC, you're going to right click on it and select Properties. Let's bring this on up here, and you can actually name it right in here in this little box. If you're on a Macintosh, you're going to go to your Info tablet or Info options, and you'll be able to change it again in the name for the or the title for your hard drive. Alright, I just click cancel, so it's already done. Now, once the hard drive is named, I'm going to create a new folder in here with the same name as the hard drive. So this is where we're going to dump all of our images. So the photo 401, if I select it, inside this folder is one more folder that's called zero new images. Now, since you have stuff scattered everywhere on different drives, CD-ROMs, what we're going to do to begin organizing things is just to throw them into the zero new images. And I named it zero so that it will pop the folder at the top every time so that we don't have to go looking for it. So if I double click on this folder, you can see all of these images, or potentially all the images that you're going to throw in here just as a temporary holding place for the images that you're going to clear off your hard drive on your system and CDs and so forth. Now once they're in there, now we're ready to utilize Lightroom to import our work. And what we're going to do is we're going to ask Lightroom to access this folder, the photo 401, and then list all of the images or import all the images in the zero new images drive. Let's go ahead and do that now. I'm going to go on into Lightroom. Currently, Lightroom is working from a database. It's going to keep track of everything that you do to the image, where you place it, you're going to keywords, or if you move imagery, it's going to keep track of every aspect and everything that you do of all your precious images. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to import them, and it's very simple. Select the import dialog box. Now, before I hit the import, I think what I would like to do is name this particular database Photo 401. Now, how can we do that? Now, the database is called a catalog. If I go to the File menu, I will see New Catalog right here. Now, the current catalog is simply called Lightroom, okay, or Lightroom Library. So I'm going to go to the File menu, New Catalog, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it Photo, type it in, dash, and then the four zeros, one, to keep things organized. Now, if you want to, we can capitalize the P, doesn't matter, to help you kind of keep track of things visually. All right, so this photo 001 or the 401 is going to represent that particular external hard drive. So we're creating a separate database just for this hard drive. And what is that database called? It's called a catalog. Now, Lightroom's going to shut down. It's going to reopen again, and it's going to reopen as photo 001 or the photo 401 catalog. Okay, so and we're going to prove that in just one moment. We go to the File menu and we simply say Open Recent. Right here it has checked which catalog we're working in, or which database we're working in. There's the photo 401.lrcat or Lightroom catalog. The catalog is your database. Now, do we have photos in here? Not yet. We need to import those photos from that external hard drive called photo in the 401. Simple. Simply hit the import, select it. Your import dialog comes up. We're going to really keep this simple. And what I'm going to do is we're going to find that photo, and there it is. Photo in the 401 is currently H drive, and I'm going to select the folder itself right there. Now, immediately all the images come up in your thumbnail view, that and with a check mark next to all the images that you want. So since I want to import everything inside this folder, and if I hit the little triangle here, you get to see it's also reading the new images, 0 new images folder. Why? Because right up here we have include subfolders selected. So it's going to read everything inside the root of photo 1. Alright, now once it's done, we're not going to get fancy at this point. We're just going to select import. And right up here, you're going to keep watch of your progress bar, and it's going to import all of your photos. And if you look right down here under folders, it's going to list all of your folders and images in this particular hard drive. So the hard drive is H drive. Once again, the photo 1. Inside H drive, we have our main folder, photo 1, and the 0 new images, and I can select them manually, and it's showing me right here that we have 408 selected or imported in. Now, what Lightroom has done is it read all of the metadata and created a simple thumbnail that is part of the database, which is called what? It's called a catalog. Alright, so where is this catalog on your hard drive? If I go to my edit menu, and if I come down here to catalog settings, for the Mac is under the Lightroom menu, catalog settings, and select it, it's telling me exactly where the catalog is. Let's go over to general, and on the general tab you have it right there. It's showing me exactly where the location is. If I want to go directly to that location to view the catalog, just out of curiosity, I don't have to physically go to the users and then my name and then pictures and photo. I simply go to show, select show, and automatically there it is. The photo 401. Double click it. Let's go inside it and take a look at this. Here is the photo 1 LRCat, the Lightroom catalog file. Look right above it. We have a folder here, Photo 1 Previews LR Data. What do you think that is? I think you've guessed it. That is actually all of your thumbnails associated with the images that Lightroom read the metadata from, made a simple little JPEG image, and then decided to import associate the metadata with that image. Now Lightroom is reading from the catalog only. Okay, so let's go ahead and click OK. Now that we know where everything is. Now keep in mind that what Lightroom is almost like equivalent to a greedy little child that only sees its own little piece of cake. It doesn't see anything outside that cake, the cake being the catalog. So Lightroom doesn't understand that you have a internal hard drive or an external hard drive or a CD-ROM. All it understands is the catalog, and that is all it is reading from. Alright, so now once it's imported all this information into the catalog, it will utilize that catalog to make any and all adjustments to your imagery in Lightroom. So there you are, a basic understanding in terms of organizing things from the beginning standpoint in Lightroom, placing them into the new images folder, and then importing all this information. So I'm going to share another video with you on how to start to organize your imagery so that you always know where things are and it's organized in a way that you understand best. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm Stephen Burns. Enjoy.